Welcome to Hey Ivan, a channel where people ask tech questions. In this video, I'll be telling you about Wi-Fi calling. A few days ago, I was on a call with a company representative who was working from home. His voice kept fading in and out during our call, and I asked him what was the problem. He told me that he has poor cell coverage at his home. I asked whether he had ever tried using Wi-Fi calling. He had not. Wi-Fi calling allows you to place and receive phone calls and text messages using your smartphone in situations where you have little or no cell coverage. If you're within range of a Wi-Fi network and have a reasonably fast internet connection, you may be surprised to discover that it can help you avoid dropped calls in areas with spotty cell service. I began using Wi-Fi calling a few years ago at a technology conference in Chicago. That conference took place in the basement of a hotel where cell signals were non-existent. My phone couldn't receive calls or text messages at that hotel, and my phone's battery also drained really fast because it kept scanning for a signal every minute or so. However, once I turned on Wi-Fi calling and joined the hotel's wireless network, I was able to send text messages and make phone calls. And because I had a signal, my phone stopped trying to search for cell towers, and that saved my phone's battery life. Both iPhones and Android phones support Wi-Fi calling. On iPhone, go to Settings, Cellular, then touch Wi-Fi calling. Tap the slider to turn it on or off. On Android, go to Settings, Network and Internet, Mobile Network, Advanced. Then tap Wi-Fi calling, and finally tap the slider to turn it on or off. Here are a couple of important notes. Note number 1, Wi-Fi calling works on most Wi-Fi networks regardless of where they might be. So if you're traveling abroad outside of your home country and you don't have an international data plan, you may be able to use Wi-Fi calling to place free calls to and from numbers in your home region. For me, that means if I were traveling in Europe, I could place and receive US calls over Wi-Fi using a European hotel's network or a cafe's network in the region. Note number 2, if you have a slow wireless network or you are at the fringe of your Wi-Fi signal, in other words, if your Wi-Fi network is unstable, then this Wi-Fi calling setting can get in the way of having a good calling experience. So in situations where you have great cell coverage and terrible Wi-Fi, you'll probably want to go back into settings and turn Wi-Fi calling off. Do you have a tech question? Drop a comment. If you found value in this video, click like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.